Can I have different passwords for Gmail and YouTube? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. If this video ends up being helpful to you and you're watching it on YouTube, be sure and hit that like button towards the end. That really does help people find the answers that they're looking for when they're searching on YouTube. Today's question: can I have different passwords for YouTube and Gmail? I want to keep them separate. No. But yes, actually you can. There is a way to keep them separate, but it has some side effects that you need to be aware of. It's important to understand that both Gmail and YouTube are owned, of course, by Google. When you set up an account with either of them, what you're really setting up is what's called a Google account. That Google account has access to all of Google services. So, for example, if you set up a Gmail account and you use it for Gmail and only Gmail, it still has a YouTube account. There's still a YouTube account associated with it. If you go visit YouTube while you're logged into Gmail, you'll be logged into YouTube using your Gmail account. That's the way it works because it's a Google account. Similarly, if you set up a YouTube account, and I'm not talking about the old ones because they were originally separate, but now any account you have today on YouTube is a Google account, which means that even if all you did with YouTube was YouTube, you still have an email address that is a Gmail address for your YouTube account. And especially with YouTube, and especially if you are creating videos, of course, you're going to want to pay attention to that email address because that's where YouTube is going to send you your notifications. So that's the no part of the answer. You can't have two separate passwords because it's the same account. Your Google account and your YouTube account are one account. But there's nothing that says you can't have more than one Google account. And in fact, I do. I have several. The important thing to realize is that it's on you to then manage what you do with each account. Here's what you do. Go to Gmail, create your Gmail account. Use that account only for Gmail. Now, sign out of that Gmail account. Create a new Gmail account and start using that account only for YouTube. Yep, you'll still need to pay attention to the email messages that are sent to it. I mentioned that earlier, but that can be your YouTube only account. That way you have a separate account with a separate password. Now, in the past, it used to be difficult to do this. It used to be very difficult to have two accounts with Google at the same time and be able to manage them. One way to do so was to have different browsers. So for example, I might have Google Chrome on one account using one Gmail address, and I might have Microsoft Edge open on the other account using the different Gmail address. And that would be one way to keep them separate. Google did, however, make this easier a while ago, actually. If you take a look at your Google account after you've logged into your account, if you click your account icon in the upper left, you'll see that there's an item there that says add another account. It's not creating an account. No, it's adding an account logged in that you've already created. And this is how you can then switch between these different accounts. When you say add another account, you can then log into your second account and it will open in a separate tab within the same browser. And that way you can have both of those accounts open at the same time. The good news is, of course, that allows you to access your two separate Gmail accounts at the same time. But even while you're in YouTube, if you click on your account icon in the upper right, that add another account is still there. Or if you've already signed into that other account, the other account is listed there too. So you can actually switch between multiple different YouTube accounts this way in the same fashion. But that's what it takes. A single account, a single Google account has access to all services, but has a single password for all of them. If you want to have a separate password for separate services, you'll need to have a separate account that you manually remember to use for the different services appropriately. Hope that was helpful. For updates, for links related to the article on which this video was based, for comments and more, visit askleo.com/128674. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.